Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my YouTube channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movements of WTI Crude Oil Futures in different time frames. So friends, this is a 4-hour chart of WTI Crude Oil Futures where I am going to explain about the expected trading zones, what I expect on the basis of current movements of WTI Crude Oil Futures. Here you can see that since last few trading sessions, WTI Crude Oil Futures have been maintaining above the levels of $63.50. Friends, this is a very narrow range where the WTI Crude Oil Futures have been maintaining, and I find that this has formed a bullish flag where I find that the WTI Crude Oil Futures are moving for a breakout on April 25th, 2019. From the levels of $64.70, I find a breakout here. No doubt that the WTI Crude Oil Futures will be going through a very volatile week during the upcoming week due to fresh developments on the tariff trade war front, as the Washington and Beijing set a tentative timeline for a fresh round of face-to-face meetings ahead of possible signing ceremony in late May or early June, according to Wall Street Journal reports. And I find that once the tariff trade war tussle is resolved, the oil-thirsty China will negate the oversupply issue of crude oil during the upcoming weeks. I find that the growing demand for crude oil in China is evident enough to end this oversupply issue of the crude oil, where I find that on demand side, China will add more fuel in upward moves of crude oil future prices during the upcoming week. So I find that growing expectations for resolving tariff trade war tussle will create more volatility in crude oil futures during the upcoming week. Amid this scenario, I find that the completion of this bullish flag is going to generate a decisive move in WTI Crude Oil Futures during the upcoming week. But no doubt that this bearish engulfing on last Friday before the weekly closing looks to generate more bearish pressure in WTI Crude Oil Futures, which may result in a gap down opening up to the levels of $62.90 in WTI Crude Oil Futures on the first trading session of the week. We will see the WTI Crude Oil Futures to make a downward move up to the level of $62, from where I find fresh buying will push the WTI Crude Oil Futures in upward direction back up to the levels of $65.38. No doubt that the volatility will be on the high scale because every upward rally will be sold by the crude bears, and once we find crude oil futures to remain amid this bullish flag, I find that finally a breakout in crude oil futures in upward direction up to the levels of $68. Therefore, I find three expected opening zones for the week of April 21st, 2019. This will be my gap down opening zone, this will be my normal opening zone, and this will be my gap up opening zone. So friends, anything is possible when the crude oil futures are going to be more decisive, with growing possibilities of escalating tariff trade war during the upcoming week. We may see a gap up opening at the level of $66, from where I am expecting a sharp upward move up to the levels of $68 on the first trading session. No doubt that after facing some stiff resistance at the level of $68.68, WTI Crude Oil Futures may take a downward move back up to the levels of $65, but overall trend will be on the bullish side. No doubt that if we find a sustainable move above the level of $65, we will find WTI Crude Oil Futures to move in upward direction to achieve the immediate target of $68.68. Once we find the WTI Crude Oil Futures to sustain above the level of $68.68, we will see a sharp upward move up to the levels of $72. My stop loss levels will be at the level of $60, but I am expecting here the WTI Crude Oil Futures will no longer be able to break the 200 days moving support, which is currently at the level of $61, where I find that crude bulls will find a good opportunity to go long if the WTI Crude Oil Futures make a downward move up to the level of $60. Crude bulls will find it a good opportunity to go long for an immediate target of $68. So friends, be ready to see an action in WTI Crude Oil Futures, where I am expecting a target at the level of $72 during the upcoming week. No doubt that we are going to see sharp volatile moves in crude oil futures prices, but growing possibilities of resolving tariff trade war issue will keep the crude oil futures in upward direction. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.